Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saur Darkchylde, and welcome to the finale of the Frozen Wilds series in Horizon Zero Dawn. Last time, we worked our way into the mountain to get to this final cauldron, and now all that's left to do is to take on the cauldron itself as it's part of the story. So, without further ado, let's get on with it.
All right, here we go.
Don't really know what danger we're going to be facing here. Well, hopefully it's nothing we haven't faced before, and hopefully I'm very well stacked up in healing items for it. So I'm as prepared as I'm gonna be for this. Still doesn't hurt to take any items you might need from these supply kits. Now, into the belly of the beast.
I'm with you, brother. We'll stay only as long as we have to. We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross. Understood.
Whoops. Didn't know there was going to be magma right there.
I'm with you, brother.
Where you leave then?
We'll stay only as long as we have to. We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross. Understood.
Easier said than done, Aloy. That was just a lucky guess. I didn't know that was actually gonna work. Lightning arrow? Never mind. Actually, yes. So I'm gonna have to wait until that area stops sparking with electricity. Let's make this fast, Aloy.
In the air!
Ow! Okay. Hopefully they repeat what I did to get over here.
Looks like I need to get across to
way for them. Now I need to find a way to open up the bridge. Barely see where I'm going down here. There's no way to climb back up. That's where they are. Guess that's to get out of here if I came down here by mistake. Oh, a Shellwalker! What are you doing in here?
The hunt is ours.
Now, how do I get over there to make a bridge for them? Think of one way. Grab on. That failed miserably. Maybe if they're closer on that side? Yes, that's more like it.
Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
Well, that's one way to do it.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be. The Damon ruined it. What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their
Spirit speaks to us. It's a recording. Hephaestus. But it was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to you?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's get moving.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that it... I mean, she... need to go into a coma, maybe for years? And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
Machines. You made. As the spirit said.
My creating was cross claws.
And lots of them. I'll try to find a way through.
launchers. And shell walkers, too. 3 of them. Is that a Scorcher over there? Yep, that's a Scorcher. Hi there.
Hello, me.
A little help would be nice. Just as I'm busy with this one, they're busy with another machine. One. Now for the other one. Another Scorcher. Use your healing, thank you. Oh, for God's sakes! I just healed!
Shades being made.
Okay, here we go again. This time, let's try not to die.
I'll try to find a way through.
Sitting over there. Okay. I know you guys can see me, so go ahead, come on up here.
Let's get out.
Come on. Takes care of you. Now for the Scorcher. And we got 2 of them to deal with. Hopefully, I don't die on them like I did before. You guys take care of one while I take care of the other. How are you still kicking? Are you serious? Go dying on me now. We're too far in. finish him. Oh boy. We're one level away from level 60. Not that it matters, I don't have anything to spend skill points on anymore. Come out of there. What are you, scared of me, machine? That takes care of them. Now, the others, they're still back there. Okay. I need to somehow make a path for them to get up here, don't I? Oh boy. We have to get over there, so how are you guys getting over here? Hopefully the same way I did. Where are they? Where'd they go? Oh. There you are. Follow me. Come on. Let's cross. There they are. Good, you can climb. Come on, guys, it's not too far now. Seriously, you can't climb? Then how'd you get to this lower platform? You gotta climb up. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Seriously? How do you guys not know how to climb? You've been living on a mountain for God knows how long.
You're across that gap.
Yeah, those are cross claws, and I made the mistake of freeing them. Well, hopefully we can deal with them quick. Oh, come on, I was trying to heal.
I need to get Araya and Aratak across.
Are you fudging me right now? For real? I had to make a bridge for them and it was right frickin' there. Oh my god. And they can't climb. This would have been a whole lot easier if they were able to. That way they can follow me to get to this thing a lot faster.
That should do it.
And I'm not gonna try again on fighting those frost claws over there. It is not worth it. Well, you guys gonna do your thing or what? Thank you. Explore the cauldron, huh? What console? There's a console in here? Oh, there is a console there.
Console.
Whose idea was it to build a place like this instead of an active volcano?
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the demon. And it may have found one.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Thanos Lord is coming. Has to be what Rita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the Swarm will reach Yellowstone. Oh God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
A tall neck head? We should somewhat be taking heat damage because of how far we're going into the volcano. Lights are right in your face. Dawn Watcher. I don't see any other machines around here. What else is here? From behind me, and it's another Watcher. So I'm trying to make a bridge for my friends here. We're going down, Aloy, not up. Way around back up there. Hopefully that should be simple enough. Recycling area, huh? Oh, fudge! Oh my god, how did the... Not even gonna question how you survived that. I'm just gonna go with it. Well done. Seriously, well done. I don't even care if the machines are seeing me right now. We go. There's another up there, isn't there? Hey there. That'll do with them. Now, how do I get to those? I think I found a way, but it's gonna be risky. I think I haven't done that before in this game. Yourself shocked. Let me know when to let go. most likely be a good time to let go. Where to? I'm guessing that might be a place where we need to go. But how do I get my friends over here? And I think I just missed the spot that I was supposed to let go from. Or maybe not.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Okay, guys, do your thing. Well done.
This looks like the path. Close now.
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. Unforeseen matter. Neither was Cyan. I've got to tell her that too.
This is new.
Voice of the demon.
First Hades, now a daemon.
The altar. Desecrated.
Cauldron core. Okay.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present? Or only the dead?
It's both. But we have to find out.
Oh, it's this sort of puzzle again. Okay, red spot there and a red spot here. We're starting over there, huh? Wrong way.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
I was right on that one. This might take a while. Looks like I was right at first. conundrum here. How am I supposed to do this? No, not that way. Got a problem for going that way. I'm mixing myself up here. Take a long while. Spin it clockwise. So good there. I messed up again. Over there. Other way.
Prepare countermeasures. Recapture protocol initiated.
There we go.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the hidden constraint. One has been exposed, but I am incorporating.
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
First Hades, now Hepetuous.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
What will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Time to take on the core.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
No, he is not.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for?
Another tower, huh? We better override that quick. You're different from that ice one we saw. Are you a fire one?
The new unit that Cyan warned us about?
Fire Claw. Oh boy.
Take it down! I fought it down.
Do I have a fire repellent? Yes, I do. That'll keep a shield up on fire for a while. But not on its physical attack. Did he just try to fall on me out through his back? Try this new weapon on. That didn't do too well. Flamethrower. Well, isn't that just lovely? I am so glad I have this shield armor, otherwise I'd be dead 10 times over. strong shield. Let's see, can I break that armor off of him? Not very likely. Where is he? His weakness is air and ice. That's a new one. Ow. Oh good, he's frozen.
Another tower!
What? Where? Try to keep him busy while I get that thing overridden. I said keep him busy. Thank you. Ooh, and that stunned him too. That's a good thing. Too bad this is my last fire repellent item. And there are other machines to help this beast. Well, that's just great. Oh man, this is more tough than the ice versions of this thing. I'm having a hard enough time trying to figure out where that thing is. Keep him busy. Please keep him busy as I just override this thing. I am so glad this stuns him for a little bit. okay. Where'd he go?
I won't give up!
Oh good, you stunned him. This is a big bear, holy shite. Aloy! Heal! Look out! Yes! Gotcha! Now to override that cauldron and finish this.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. Running our network.
Maria! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Oh no. She's gonna sacrifice herself.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
We gotta get out of here.
This place is gonna go. Aratak! Aratak! Aratak. Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
One of those?
It's the only way!
How long can you hold on? I'm surprised that being this close to magma or lava or whatever it is, they're not catching fire right now. your way out.
Give me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Manukai!
Hey, you made it out alive. Good. Now, hopefully you didn't cause an avalanche. Girl, you got lucky. Very lucky to get out of there alive.
Rhea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
Best get over there then. Okay, I think this is the closest I can to teleport all the way over here.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Indeed, we probably do. I just hope Aratak's gonna be okay. I mean, he just lost his sister. I kind of want to talk to him first. See if he's okay. Where's Aratak? He's outside. Okay.
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
My chieftain,
Just Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
I feel like the brains option should be the more suitable choice, but I feel like heart would do better. Don't... You didn't let her down.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Time to talk to Cyan. Should be interesting.
Alright. Let's talk to Cyan and bring this episode to a close.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Araya's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Araya's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly,
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Araya said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes, I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. This firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Okay, what about the metal flowers?
I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers and look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making, and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
The benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Farrow servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. a concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Okay, I guess that's all the questions that we're going to be able to ask.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
I feel like the brain option should be the only option to pick for this one.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
All right. I guess that's it for this episode. We have completed the Frozen Wilds, which were all a set of side quests, but I like to think of them as separate story in the storylines. So, I hope you enjoyed this little side series in the Horizon series. If you did,
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus, all very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds on their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life, aberrant life, transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Okay, as I was saying before that little interruption there, that concludes this little side series for the Horizon series. If you like this and would like to see more of my videos, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring the bell to be notified when our videos come out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday and Sundays. Till the next video, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks.